So today at the game, and stick with me through this, okay? Because it's a very important message about not selling for less. At the game today, we were down, right? And a lot of our kids started to get down. My son Tristan started to get down. And I had to remind him, I was like, you're just down right now. The game is not over, right? You don't have to throw in the towel. And a lot of us in life, I'm using that example, because a lot of us in life, we do that, right? Something happens to us and something goes wrong and we think our whole life is going to go wrong. Take it from me. I know it's hard to see this when you're in the storm, when you're in the struggle, and it's hard to understand because you're trying to, work out your path. But I've realized this, even on hikes I've taken where I've lost my path, lost my trail, I lost my way, and I'm upset because I'm frustrated. I'm like, man, this is not the way I go on this hike. 9 times out of 10 times, I always find a beautiful place that I know didn't exist it because I got lost. Am I telling you to go get lost in life and purpose? No. Am I telling you to go through pain on purpose? No. But if you're going to go through it, if it's going to happen to you, you have to stop telling yourself that this is over. Someone left your life, so my life is over. Absolutely not. This failed, so I'm a failure. Absolutely not. I made a mistake, so I'm a mistake. Absolutely not. You have to stop selling for less. What life gives you, you have to just stop accepting. As they say, if life gives you lemons, make lemonade with it. You can control that, but some of us, we settle for our situation. It happens and then we fold and then we stay in this storm the rest of our life. Let me tell you, storms are going to come in your life, but some storms we keep in our life longer because we're afraid to move, because we give a meaning to something that could be power, okay? It can be power, literally. So when bad times happen in my life, listen, I'm not a positive person 24/7, 365. I'm a human being, but I know I'm always trying to find out the strength in the struggle. I'm always trying to find the growth in the pain. I'm always trying to find something that serves my life and grows my faith. What a lot of us do, we settle for less. We settle for less and we prevent our lives from growing and we stay in the same place. Listen, maybe that loss in your life was there to teach you how to win. Maybe that struggle in your life that you went through, maybe that struggle could produce something greater. But if you settle just for the struggle and you end it there, you will never find the greater. You know my story. I lost football, right? That was my everything. My everything. I lost it. But you know what? I said, football is over. And it took a while to get to this point in my life because it was my everything. It was my identity at the time. I said, you know what? Football is over. How can I use that loss to push me to a place that can better my life? And that's the way we have to think in this life, because life is less about what happens to you and more about how you respond to what happens to you. And some of us, like I said, we settle. And when I say never settle, I don't just mean in relationships. I don't just mean in certain situations like that. Like a lot of us take never settle for relation. I mean, never settle in every area of your life. So if something is not going right in your way, say, you know what, it might not be going the way I wanted to. Maybe God has a better plan for my life. You know, this is not working out, but maybe it's not working out so something else can work out better. Sometimes we have to lose certain things to gain certain things. Sometimes we have to fail in order to succeed. If you go ask any championship football team, any championship basketball team, they'll tell you this. If you ask them what was the most important game besides the championship in their regular season, I guarantee you they tell you that it wasn't a game that they won. They'll tell you, man, it's the game that we lost. Because the game that we lost taught us a lot about ourselves. It made us come together as a team. It made us look at our weaknesses. It made us, it forced us to work on some things that we wouldn't have never worked on if we kept winning. So let the storm grow you. When I say let the storm grow you, that's exactly what I mean. And again, I'm not telling you to put yourself in a storm on purpose at all, but let it grow you. Let it strengthen you. You know what? This person did me dirty. This person did me wrong. Okay, it happened. So what are you going to do now? Are you going to sink or swim? How are you going to respond? If I'm you, I'm saying, okay, this person did me dirty, but you know what? Just because of that, maybe it took all those wrong relationships to bring me to the right relationship. Maybe it took that wrong relationship to bring me closer to God. Maybe it took that rejection for redirection. As we know, rejection is not the end. Rejection is just God's redirection.